Welcome to episode 18 of Go Low Like a Pro. This week, and for the next few at least, I am back in London. So in this part, I'm going to show you my new practice setup. I haven't been as devoted to my challenge as I perhaps should have been the last couple of weeks. But now that I'm a bit more settled, the plan is to try and get into a daily routine. Starting each day first thing straight out of bed with dynamic golfers. 15 to 20 minutes worth of stretches, simply following the videos and doing as I'm told. Now every second day, as well as doing the stretching videos, I'll also be doing one of Dynamic Golfer's strength training videos. Again, from here in my living room, there's minimal equipment required, and it's as simple as following along with the video, which has been specifically designed to increase a golfer's flexibility and strength where they need it most. The next thing I'm going to do each day is to head out for a bit of cardio on my bike. Now, I know it's not particularly golf focused, but in terms of keeping fit, or in my case, getting fit and trying to lose a bit of pudge, it's a pretty easy, low impact way of hopefully getting me in better shape, ready to take on 18 holes or maybe even 36. So after I've come home and had a shower, the next thing I'm going to do on my daily routine is to come here into the hall and start working on some putting. Now, I'm pretty sure that I have previously said how my confidence and putting success over the last couple of months has varied massively. And it's varied massively in direct correlation to the amount of practice that I've been doing. So to put it very simply, more practice equals better results. So the best my putting has been in all that time, and let's be honest, arguably ever, was when putting was my shot of the month. And I was doing 100 putts a day back in January, and maybe even more so in February. Going through all those Phil Kenyon putting drills and hitting those putting cups again and again did have my putting stroke and my confidence at an all-time high. So I think that I need to go back and revisit that. Now, I'm not going to document it the same way I have done in the past with all the graphs and all that, but I am going to practice the same way. Now, luckily, however, I also got these for my birthday, which means that I don't have to deal with those putting cups. As we all know, I've been having some real issues with my chipping so far this year. Now, while it is getting better, I do have to hold my hands up and admit that yes, I have not given it the time or the amount of practice that I have meant to. And I know I've said that before as well. However, that's going to change right now. I've got this wonderful garden to practice in, so after I've putted, I'm going to come down here every day and practice chipping for a while. So I'm going to keep working on everything that I have been, and I've also been recommended to watch a video on YouTube, Seve Ballesteros' The Short Game, so I'm going to check that out and hopefully get some more tips from him as well. Now, I must say at this point, I know that chipping and pitching and any variation of this shot is supposed to have been my shot of the month for the last, well, 2 months, 2.5 months, I don't even know. I'm pretty much going to shelve shot of the month. I was thinking about it. It was a great idea in terms of a sort of weekly or monthly golf show, but in terms of me and my challenge and trying to improve, it doesn't seem to be helping. I seem to have to go back and do a lot more fundamental work on fixing my swing and everything, and so to try and focus on one shot, which is perhaps not even going to be useful, is kind of a waste of my time, to be honest, I feel at the moment. So I might bring it back if I get to a place where I've rebuilt my swing and I'm happy. But for now, shot of the month is no more. Didn't help my chipping anyway. And so now to all the new stuff. I hope everyone's already seen last week's episode, my second lesson with Jane. If you haven't seen it yet, you can find it here. There's loads of great stuff in there, and at this point in my daily routine, I'm going to have to try and remember it all and then implement it. So as I said, I've got a lot of stuff to think about and to work on. Now, I don't want to have all those things running through my head when I'm trying to swing, even if it is just for practice. So I'm going to have a quick think about how I'm going to make that work. So I think to start with, at the moment anyway, I'm going to begin with my made-up baseball drill. Basically just working on my weight transfer. Now, I've got a club in hand, but I'm not hitting any balls. It's almost like a gentle warm-up before I really start swinging. So after a few minutes of that, I'm going to put something underneath my right foot, try and stop it rolling out, and then just do the same thing again. So before I hit any balls, the next thing I'm going to work on is my weight distribution at setup, which for me means putting it more back into my heels. The other thing I'm going to look at is my hand position in relation to the ball, which again means bringing it back, this time closer to my centre line. Now, once I get there, I'm just going to relax. I'm just going to ease my grip and just allow my body to get used to being in that position so that that becomes the norm. And I may even do this a few times before I move on. Now I'm going to spend a good while swinging really slowly and controlled, just like we did last week. And fingers crossed, we're going to build up gradually, slowly increase the speed, but still keep that improved technique. So short of showing you lots of swings over and over again, that's pretty much it for the day. Now, I will be thinking of some of the other stuff we've been working on little by little throughout this practice. For example, sometimes I will have something under my right foot to make sure that I'm not rolling that ankle, and other times I won't. Sometimes I'll be thinking about keeping my upper arms connected to my chest. Other times I might be thinking about rolling my wrists and making sure that I release the club towards the target, maybe even stopping to check that it's in the right position. But I won't do that every swing. I'm trying to build this up gradually, little by little, and I don't want to overwhelm myself trying to do it all at once. So basically, I'm going to go with slow swings, build up the technique, and likewise just drop in these other little bits little by little. I will be using my launch monitor as well for practice, and I promise I will talk about it more once I've spent some more time with it. So that's going to be my daily routine. I say daily, I'm hoping to do that maybe 5 days a week. Now, in part 2, I'm going to show you the transition step between all this practice at home and delivering it on the course, before hopefully delivering it on the course. So until then, be good, and if you can, shout forward.